Hello, my name is Miss Noor, and welcome yet to another episode. So, is closure a scam? Ama closure is a good thing. It's inakusaidia you move on. So kulikuwa na pale X, kulikuwa na discussion. Mtu amesema closure is a scam. Accept what they did and move on. Someone else replied to that, said closure is a fairy tale for people who can't handle reality. You don't need a final conversation. You don't need their explanation. You sure damn don't need their fake apologies. They lied, they betrayed, they left. That was the closure. Alafu akasema hapo something very relevant. Real men don't wait for answers. They Anyway, I guess he was a man and talking from like his experience. So closure, what is closure kwanza? I think it's ile kitu inakwambia ndani like I need to know why they did what they did, what caused them. But for me, I personally feel like closure is ni kama you're putting that window open like okay, unaweza explain and maybe I can feel better about everything and you can move back in. Cause I do kind of agree like your actions, your patterns, for me it's more of the pattern. That is all the closure that I need. Alafu nimeona a lot of ladies huku nje, they usually move on wakiwa in the relationship because you go through the heartbreak ukiwa kwa relationship and once they're done with you, they're done. Utaona huyu mwanamke ni mjinga, always sitting here crying. It's the recognized pattern and they will move on akiwapo na wewe. So when it's time to actually physically leave, it won't take that long for them to be like totally okay. A lot of women do this, but I feel a lot of men be like, yeah, manze, peace woman, I'm out of here. Alafu wakienda, they are fine, they wanna party na their friends, they are partying, they go be sleeping with people left, right, and center. Alafu 3 months down the line, the reality hits them, and then they're like, oh fuck, what happened? I miss my girl. And for girls, is usually moving on is the other way around. I mean, closer is new jinga for me. Like, what do you mean? I'm going to give you an audience for you to tell me why you did what you did. I already saw what you did. I experienced what you did. I went through the emotions of, your actions affecting me. So yeah, I don't need you to sit and explain to me that manze, it was the devil, manze pole, I still love you. First of all, if you do someone dirty, you don't love them. Because there's a time I said love is a stupid concept. I stand by that. But love, what is love in itself if love is not respect? If love is not, you know, hizo vitu zingine zote, caring, love is not consideration. Kwanza I believe the most flattering form of love is consideration. I consider you so much. I know I can't do this kwa sababu itaku hurt. So in every decision that I make in my life, I consider you. I think that is what mnaita mapenzi huku nje, but love in itself, that feeling of like mtu wako kwa roho yako and you're like, this is my person, and like, oh, they grow fond for you. Oh, sijui nikimfikiria nasikia sijui tumbo aje, sijui when you see them butterflies. Love in itself like that has no weight until kuna kuwa na hizi vitu zingine. So when you do me dirty, considering that kuna respect pale, kuna consideration pale, kuna reciprocation pale, kuna ile mutual understanding, and then you go ahead and cheat on me, and you go ahead and I don't know, do something funny, something that this is like a boundary standard for me, like don't go ahead and do this, then that is all the closure I think a person will need. But sometimes we're too deep in it, and sometimes we lack self-love, that we feel like what wengine wakitupenda is more like to validate, like, oh, my mom and dad didn't love me enough, so when random Mike comes and loves me, he's my world. And yet then anakutreat like shit because now ameona your weak spots, and this is how you are, and he can it can advantage him in all kinds of ways. So he takes advantage of you. And then you're like, but why did you cheat on me, Mike? Akiwoye, Queenie, what is wrong with me? What's up, my ladies? What's the issue, ladies? Ladies, what's the issue? Acheni kuuliza gents, ni nini, what's the, ni nini umefanya mbaya? Hakuna, read my lips. Hakuna reason ya anyone to cheat on you. Sawa sawa. It's never your fault. It's them. Sawa sawa. Whichever kind of situation uko, when you're like, okay, we're in this situation and someone does something that's not a direct reflection of you, but who they are and their character. And that says a lot about them. Sawa sawa. So don't go self-blaming yourself. I'ma be like, but what can I do better, Mike? Aki Mike niongeleshe. Inanikumbusha even the man of the year trend. We wanaume, simko vai luku nje. Lakini mbona mnafanya hivi lady? Kuna mwingine aliambiwa ati don't be hard to like talk to, have a conversation with, while your face is already hard to look at, explain. I'm like, yeah, you can't tell me like that. You cannot you cannot tell me like that. But yeah, history of closure, I don't know, it's for me, okay, because I know personally how I am is that I'm like the biggest ghoster ever. I don't take nonsense. Nikishakwambia, yeah, you can't do this, you unaweza ifanya once, kuna wachata na closure ya relationships, pia kuna closure ya friendships. So you can do something that I've told you, ama I don't like, I will say the first time, like, please don't do this. I will say it again, and please don't do this. I will say it a third time, like, I've already told you twice, don't do this, and now you've done it a third time. So I will keep quiet, and unajua hapo sasa nitakuwa like I've recognized, oh, so this is a pattern. Unaona, and my radars are off, so I'm like, okay, sawa sawa. So this is what we're doing. Ntanyamaza. And I think in the midst of me kunyamaza is like kind of like giving you a chance without actually saying I'm giving you a chance. Like, please change. If you, because even that, this is how I deal with my friends, with my, yeah, marafiki zangu. I've left my really friends that I loved to death because of vitu kama hizi. They've done shady things. Now I'm there like, don't do this, please don't do this, do not do this. And then they went ahead and done it. Alafu na nyamaza, and then they're like, oh, unajua unaona mtu akinyamaza mtu ni mjinga. And then one day I just wake up, I'm like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Actually, yeah. I'm not ever going to speak to you again. I'm not going to explain why I'm not speaking to you. I don't need to know why you did what you did to me. Fuck you and your whole lineage. I don't care for that. And that's how even I handle relationships. I'm like, I stay there and I'm like, yeah, no. And it takes me about like 3 business days to convince myself that, yeah, this shit ain't gonna work. I'm just going to get out of here. Unaona. But I'm just, unajua kuna saa zingine, we are all human, na kuna saa zingine unaweza fanyia mtu kitu and you don't know it's wrong, where maybe to you it's a norm. So yes, please communicate with someone. Mwambie, you know what you've done here, I don't like it, I don't approve. Do not behave that kind of way in front of me. And then when someone crosses that boundary, when someone disrespects your boundary, then you really don't need someone to sit down and explain, mami, ati I did this because I was drunk. Any weird. I don't care. I really do not care. I don't care how much I love you, Baba. I will leave where you had me fucked up. I will leave, cause what is this closure? And yes, maybe real men don't talk about it and then they just walk away. I guess I'm a real man. Because I don't want to talk about it. I don't. And a lot of ladies tumefunzwa ama we've been wired to minimize ourselves, and we are always asking our counterparts, people we're in relationships with, oh, what's wrong? Oh, kweli nimefanya kitu mbaya. Oh, that is where you go wrong. Hapa ndo mtu anajua, okay, so I can get away with this behavior. Unajua ile closure, I'm sitting imagining ati tumekaa chini mimi na random Mike, alafu namwambia, aki Mike, kweli nilidu And then he's like there, oh, okay. Unajua ujakuwa ukinipea vizuri, ama sijakuwa satisfied, ama unaona manzee nilikuwa drunk, manzee zilikuwa zimeshika, manzee ni devil jo. And then mimi niko hapo tu like okay, sawa, aki babe, isi happen tena. Yeah, no. No, no, because I had a friend. I loved that girl to death. We became sisters to the point that she stayed in our home, my father's house, for like 1 year straight. My dad even took her as a daughter, like legit. Because where I lived, kuingia, you needed a gate pass. Yeah, kind of like. Anyway, you needed kind of like a residential gate pass, very gated community na vitu kama hizo. So my dad even went ahead, arranged her to get a gate pass na vitu kama hizo. Because I just want to make it clear that closure see in relationships peke yake, pia in friendships, pia in family relations. Like, yeah, I'm just talking about closure as a whole, not like specifically closure kwa relationship. So me now them, we used to work together. It was really, really nice. We became like best friends. Maka people thought we were sisters. We're like two peas in a pod. It even fikad a point where she converted to the religion I conformed to. And it was amazing. We used to go to the mosque pamoja. We used to Ramadan. It was beautiful. Tunaenda tarawih, hizo vitu zote. And then nikahama from the city that I was in to where I stay now. And we kind of like fell off. And things didn't go good for me, and vitu ni kama zilienda vizuri for her. But like, this changes nothing. I still love you, and if anything, I'd do that for you all over again. And I'm not doing this so that you can reciprocate, ama ndo unifanyie kitu, ama like, this is like a debt uko nayo. I was just doing it for cause nilikupenda. What the hell, girl? You were my sister. No. So we kind of fell off, and then nikarudi to the other city to because that's where like my dad is, because I wanna juggle between the two cities. So nikirudi huko, we rekindle, but then she became like really, really shady and making like weird comments towards me in front of other people. And I told her, like, please don't do this, please don't do this. She became so different, because life really went like, when I say well, I mean like well for her. And you know what, I'm so happy for her that everything took off. So ikakuwa a reoccurring tabia tu ina reoccur. And I kept on saying like, please my love, don't do this. She kept on doing it. Aya, siku moja, we went to like her cousin's daughter's birthday, kitu kama hiyo. So it was mostly her family members and just me there. It was on a Saturday, a weekend, nimetoka job, nikapitia huko. It was really nice. And then she introduced me to, I think, the cousin's husband's friend. Yeah, really good looking guy and whatever. And like, we hit it off, tukaongea. We were just like talking and laughing, because one thing about me, I'm funny as hell. Like in person, okay, hapa mnaweza kwa mkinijua kama ule dem mwenye nachukia wanaume, ama I just land a man. Yeah, that's one trait, but I'm like naturally like really funny. So like, I'm just very funny. I like making men laugh. Like, is that funny, baby girl? Seeing men giggle, like, okay. So we're just laughing the whole night, and it's like, oh, he's like a really nice guy. Nothing happening in him. So, because it was a kid's birthday, but pia kulikuwa na watu wazima, it was like in a very nice place. We had the place mpaka like way later into the night. So the cousin and the wife and the kid wakaenda po. Sasa inafika point watu wanaenda. It was way late in the night. This guy was like, you guys don't Uber, kile mtafanya. You just come, I drop you guys home. So we were me, her, the guy. I was like, we had been talking the whole day and laughing. And this was like 3 years back at Kitambo. And so it was me, him, and then her. And then her other cousin who was a guy. So akatupeleka kwake where she lived, and then she was like, and then it started like raining like dogs and cats. I'm like, oh, okay. So she was like, okay, so itabidi tu mmelala huko. I'm like, there are going to be boys in the house, because nimezoea tu it's usually just me and her, because nikienda huko it's like come and I stay over for like 3 weeks straight, so it's usually just me and her pale kwa nyumba. It's nice. Saa zingine tunatoka tunaenda tuna chill na my neighbors and vitu kama hizo. So I'm like, okay, maybe mi na yeye tutalala sitting room and then the boys walale bedroom, or vice versa. Tunaweza pea the boys bedroom, and then kuzoni wageni, and then us we can tunaweza lala sitting room. Tell me why. Mi nikaingia, I was like, oh, okay. So she was like, we lala kwa kiti hapa. I'm like, okay, sawa sawa, nitalala kwa kiti. Because now I'm thinking, yata kuja lale kwa the next couch. I woke up in the middle of the night. This girl was just going at it with the guy she introduced me to, and they were just banging. I'm like, girl, you should have never even introduced, because she was there vouching like, oh my god, you two look good together, and that is not the issue. The issue is that we can't be friends. You and I, we can never be friends. And that is the last day she saw me. It's not even that I liked that guy. I made him laugh. It was a really, really nice time that we had. But it was what she did, the meaning behind our friendship. Like, you don't do this, bro. And I'm like, this is the type of women who will literally be sleeping with your husband and being your bridesmaid. So, yeah, I never needed any closure. I was just like, yeah, it's my time to go. So, asubuhi kafika, mi nikaoga, nikava, and everyone was just lazing around there, and they were just laughing, and she was staying, because I think mi nilikuwa nimechoka, because nilikuwa nimetoka job, nikaenda huko straight away. Niliingia tu kama nimelala straight. So, usiku nikiamka, going to the washroom, that's what I had, and I'm like, oh, the fuck. And then nikaona the other cousin amelala hapo kwa kiti. I'm like, yeah. So asubuhi nikiamka, they were like behaving like nothing happened. Anakuja na kapo kandogo. I'm like, yeah, no. Nikaenda nikaoga, nikavaa nguo, nikaenda nyumbani, and I'm like, that is the last time she ever saw me, and this is the last time you're ever going to get an audience from me, because you're a very dangerous person, and I don't need to sit down and explain to you what you did to me was wrong. You shouldn't have. And it's not like what you did to me. It's just like, I don't know, the unspoken ethics of friendships. Like, what is this? Ni kama the unspoken rule of, don't sleep with your friend's exes. Ama kitu kama hiyo. And even that, the part of me and that guy like bonding over the day, that was so irrelevant. It's just like, this person is like my friend. You cannot, So I'm like, nikiendelea hivi inaweza kuwa even worse and worse and worse. Something else can happen. And yeah, I just love peace, and I like avoiding a lot of like my drama in the future. So yeah, you see, you really don't need closure. After in relationships, I just be sitting there looking at you like, nini, Mike, random Mike, you better, act, come correct. I'll walk away. And then I just walk away. This closure thing, it is a fucking scam. I think it's wanafaa kuiita trap. Like, come back to me trap. Kwa sababu hakuna kitu kama closure. Ati unasikia mtu akisema, I'm just going to talk to him one last time, ndo nipate peace of mind, peace of heart, closure. No, you're probably going to talk to him and you're probably going to fuck, alafu mtarudiana. Yeah. Alafu taeka mabesti zako kwa hiyo emotional torture tena, kwa sababu pia mabesti zako wanachoka, unashinda unarudia, random mic. Achana na random mic. Hakuna closure. If he did something wrong, achana na yeye. If random Jane did something wrong, wachana na yeye. You don't need mtu akae chini akuexplain kwa nini nilikutandika ama kwa nini nilikufanyia hivi vibaya. Do you really, ni kama uumwe na simba, alafu ama acha simba umwe na nyoka, utatafuta hiyo nyoka kwanza kuiambia, ebu explain to me mbona kiuli niuma na mimi tu nilikuwa nimekaa kwangu hata na natafuta drama? Will you start doing that? No. Treat it the same. So please tell me about what you think about closure, if it's a scam, ama it's something really much needed for your mental health, ama to help you move on in life, please let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to share, comment, like, subscribe hapa kwa gateslive, and please follow me on TikTok and on Instagram at Aisha_Aisha. That is AYSHAR_AYSHAR, and pia to follow pale kwa gateslive. Yeah, bye, see you next time.